Good morning, everyone. Morningwood Radio, 7 a.m. On this beautiful Monday morning, we got your host, Hunt the Sheriff. Today, talking about Fight the Fat. Me versus Alex. It's going great.
Would it be proper English to say Alex versus I or me versus Alex?
I don't know. Whenever they do these fights on like UFC, it's always name versus name. I guess talking in proper English, it would be Alex and I are doing this challenge called Fight the Fat. But
I'm not saying this to like put you down. Like I thought that was a really good entrance, but I'm just curious.
I think when talking in just like the like writing out a sentence, it would be yes, Alex and I.
Yeah.
Or
you know, it's interesting.
I know it wouldn't be me and Alex.
I don't really find like chick banter to be that funny. Like it's hard for me to find chicks that I find funny.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just too much of a dude's dude. And just bopping around the internet, one of these people that I kind of like will bump into on social media occasionally is this girl named Tracy, and she does Spartan races. And all of a sudden, I found out that she had a show, and I like clicked on it. And I was like, okay, let's see what this person's all about. And like they had like a very good setup, and they had like a very good entry noise, like everything. It was like a really professionally run podcast, and it was funny. I was like, holy shit.
Tracy, these chicks are a comedian. She's an OCR girl, not a comedian.
No, she's not a comedian at all. I don't really know anything about her, to be honest. Like, you know, I think she maybe bought one of our products and I gave her information about it. And beyond that point, I was like, who is this chick? Click, click, click. And I, you know, kind of go into like their link tree or whatever the heck it is, find out what the heck they're up to. And it was like podcast. And let me see. I'll just go through this and give her a quality shout out.
Let's give her a plug.
Let's give her a plug. Dude, I honestly, like, I care enough to like listen to what's going on in the industry to get better at what we're doing. Yeah. And you know, we're just two dudes bantering most of the time, and then all of a sudden we have some people on, we talk about some subjects, but these girls like come with it and they have like a specific agenda on each podcast, and they really go after it. Let's see if I can find her.
We can load it up. While that's loading, maybe I load this present screen.
What is this? This is nudes?
Just to give Alex an extra oomph, because I also partook in a beer fest over the weekend, but I was drinking water the whole time. I can't say the same for homeboy.
Dude, Alex is getting fucking sauced.
Josh Birnbaum, step on up. Get on the scale, son. Get off the scale.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. That is classy. Dude, I don't know, man. It's so hard to fucking track what happens on social media. I'd have to like really look this down. But she had a really good show. I think it's called Real Talk. And she crushed. And I'm going to fuck this up terribly. Okay, let me go back into the show notes here. I can find her. Okay, it's called Bar Talk. The show is called Bar Talk Media. And two personal trainers and athletes keeping it real while chatting about life, fitness, and the pursuits of fuckery. And the hosts are Abigail Crow and Tracy Masterson. That's the girl's name, Tracy Masterson. And I was surprised, man. Like, typically girls just don't know how to have banter. They're just a little bit dry, a little bit unplugged. And these girls were witty as fuck. And they laughed. And like I caught myself laughing. And usually that just doesn't happen. And I was like, huh. And I thought to myself, I was like, do you think we make people laugh?
I hope so. The boys think it's funny.
Yeah.
Is Jared Garcia in here? I finally got his name right. He's always like, he said we were still fucking up his name the last time. He and his wife were listening to the show, and his wife ran into the room and was like, they're talking about us. We still can't get their name right.
Dude, I honestly don't know. I'm going to give that guy shit to the day that I die. I was talking to George this morning. I think just like typical guy talk and banter amongst each other is the healthiest thing you can have in your life. And if it wasn't for people like you and George and a couple of my other friends, I just don't know if I'd make it through the day. Like George and I were
got Dylan for that. I sent him a bunch of shit I like
Dylan?
to call him out. Yeah, because I don't think he's as hard as what he thinks he is.
Do you know he's coming to Battle Bunker now?
Yeah, he told me he's bringing his dad and Shaylin.
He got really upset with me. He thought that I didn't pick him.
Oh, it's not
Yeah, and
personal.
it wasn't personal at all because what we have is like we have the typical pipeline, and then there's the people that are the kind of hero wild cards. And I was like, dude,
Mhm.
I don't have anything to do with it. I'm actually just the dude who creates the workouts. Like Austin, like I created the workouts and let people test themselves. And then Austin
Yeah.
had a second chapter of it where he wanted to recruit people and you had to submit, and I had nothing to do with it. And I think he thought like I was trying to box him out. I was like,
No,
dude,
man.
man, I would never do that. I
No, I
think
want to see him
Dylan,
compete. I am excited to see him compete. I'm also excited to see the Marshall versus Caleb.
oh, dude.
That whole series.
I mean, I think Marshall is a fucking stud, and so is
He's a
Caleb.
unit.
Caleb's just so much bigger than Marshall, but then all of a sudden, Marshall's so much stronger than Caleb. It's one of these kind of things when I see Marshall post on our page of
I
him,
know.
like I did a power clean at like 260, like power clean pull into a power clean, and homeboy just like pulls 300 to above his forehead like it's a bicep curl. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know. The weights that I see on the ends of those are crazy on his
Dude,
barbell.
dude's a thug. Wad Zombie, good morning. We still don't know if you're a dude or a chick. So
Mick
what's
Wad
the fuckery?
Zombie.
His name's Mick.
That's in parentheses. Maybe we send him a show link. I could send him a show link real quick.
Dude, Mick rhymes with chick, aka undercover chick.
There was a Twitter account when I was on the Twitter sphere back when I was in college, and I was messaging, and they always posted these hot girls and everything, and
Hell
I
yeah.
got called out by my buddy, and they're like, it wasn't like DM like personal stuff. I was just sending like funny stuff and hoping, it was stupid shit that we were doing, and then hopefully it would get posted on the page. And they're like, it's probably a dude running that account because every post that they would do would be hot chicks. But then I never really was thinking like, who's behind the screen,
Dude, do you want to hear a really bad one?
Did you get catty fished?
No, this is way worse.
Oh no.
So in the earlier stages of Instagram, I did not know this. Whatever you were like liking and stuff, it would show other people what you were liking.
Mm.
I was going to the nastiest depths of the internet, and I was like sending them to my friends and stuff. I'm like, oh, dude, look at this weird thing. And if you didn't know that, like the context that I was making the exchange with, you'd think that I was a freak.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, the the founder of Fit Aid, he and I are talking. He's like, yo, man, I just got to ask you. He's like, what's with all this shit? And I'm not going to talk about what was going on. I was like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? He's like, everyone can see what you're doing, right? I'm like, what? What'd you just fucking say? He's like, yeah, everybody knows. And I'm talking about the weirdest shit you could find on the internet. And like amongst friends, it's like, hey, dude, look what I found under this rock.
Yeah.
Like, but I didn't know the whole world knew. Like, there was probably a good 6-month run where some weird shit was being completely broadcasted to the world.
So the settings back in the day were if you liked it, it would show, or if you liked it or commented on it, that post that you commented on would show up in your friend's feed.
I guess so.
Huh.
It'd be like if you're like you're dating a girl and like you're just cruising on the internet, you see like a hot booty girl and you're just like tap tap, and then all of a sudden like it just shows up. Your girl's like, yo, what's this all about? You're like, what do you mean? She's like, this. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like one of those kind of moments. But,
hot water, yeah.
But way worse.
I think there's a setting now. I just saw it where you can go into the behind the scenes of your setting and put people that you want in a list for it to hide your likes and your likes and your comments of the posts. So then the person that you don't want to see, or you don't want them to see what you're liking, it will be, not available on their feed.
But do you want to be in that
they
existence
do
at
it
all?
and their name? No, I mean, I don't like shit that is too crazy, but I don't really know what the benefit of it other than you're trying to hide shit.
Okay, like just from like the context of us like working together, like I wouldn't want to ever be in a position where I'm posting stuff or like looking at stuff that you couldn't see. So you'd be like, "Yo, my boss is a freak. Like I
He's
can't work with
free.
him. He's a freak." Dude, I watched this thing this morning and it's so weird because I had a conversation. A friend of mine just moved out here from Connecticut. We were on the wrestling team together. Awesome dude, Dennis Ragoza. Pumped. We don't spend as much time with each other anymore. Like we just, we grew up together, still have pretty similar alignments in life. And eventually we kind of just got talking about the world. And I was like, man, I'll be honest, like, I don't know if I really trust anything anymore. I don't
Mhm.
know if I feel like anything that's going on in the media or the messages being put out there are fully real. Like you can't tell what you can trust anymore.
Well,
And then
these
this,
videos are so produced that you look at them and then instantly share, "Oh my god, this is happening." And
let me,
let's say it's a what are those like conspiracies? And like for all looks and purposes, you're like, wow, he's making a lot of valid points. But is there anyone besides like the fact checkers that it shows up, it says this has been fact checked and incorrect, but a lot of those there isn't. And so
yeah,
you're
but
looking at
some
it,
of
you're
the,
sharing
after
it.
the
You know,
Twitter files, though, dude, they
this,
proved that the fact checkers were also manipulating things.
yeah.
Like that's what the whole Twitter fucking thing was. He was like, yeah, man, I had to like, clean out the whole company because it was like a crooked fact checking company. So go to the video that I just sent you and your Instagram and draw it up. And I want you to watch this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And this video popped up in my feed this morning. And I was like, that's exactly how I fucking feel. You can't tell anything. Like,
Mhm.
it's creepy as shit. Oh, look at this.
Recent court date prosecution spent several Walmart pandemic.
Pacademic? You mean pandemic?
Pandemic. God, I can't freaking talk. You want me to share screen and pull
Yeah,
this
share
video up?
screen. Dude, this is
Okay.
this is exactly what I'm talking about. And if this is true, it's exactly how I was feeling. I was like, I feel like this is kind of going on in the media right now. Do you think that this Carol Sanders person was trying to send us a valuable thing or just some kind of creepy like I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. We haven't been porn bombed yet. I know that's a thing on like YouTube. There will be people you're doing your YouTube stream, and then there
Porn
are
stars
bots
come on?
there, yeah, like porn bots.
I really wouldn't mind that. A bunch of evil porn robots come after
Porn
me.
bots.
Look at my nudity. I'm like, no, please help.
Yeah.
All right, now pay attention to this thing. Oh, you got to start the whole thing over. Gordon Patty,
Can you
watch
hear it?
this, dude. It's about to freak you the fuck
Oh,
out. Yeah, but you got to bring it up on the screen. Can't hear this at all.
okay. Audio.
Basically, this guy worked for the Soviet Union and was just mute it for a second. And I'll explain it, and then we can maybe post it in the show notes or something. But use your own judgment. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, Carol. I feel like you're a fucking spy. Basically, this guy was talking about how the Soviet Union was designing a way to basically spread misinformation around America so that they'd have
Mhm.
this like breakdown of communication and trying to get everyone to never really understand or believe almost anything. And if you keep on getting people to put in junk information, which is happening with a lot of like everyone's got an iPhone, and I would
Mhm.
say probably less than 60 to 70% of it, like the information is real. It just seems to just shake everybody up so you don't know which way is right and which way is wrong. And it will basically like break down society.
Hang on.
And
I
I feel like
figured
that's
it
where
out.
we're going. I don't think you figured it out, bro. We can't hear it.
Can't
Everyone
hear it?
wants to know what's going on, Ryan. No. Well, I just want
I thought
everyone
I
to know
put it
that
through the
Ryan's a
speaker.
good friend of mine and he works for the
I'm
company, but he's
trying.
not yet a producer. He's
No,
not yet a producer.
I'm not Baba Booey yet. Baba Booey's the producer for the Stern Show.
I don't think this guy is talking about the slow drip of communism in the United States. I think we're very far away from communism. Um, we might have that kind of like global paycheck kind of bullshit coming out, which would suck. Okay, by the way, if any of you dumb fucks listening to this want to have your student debt forgiven, let me give you a little bit of information.
Hit
If you
us.
fucking try to hit this, I'm going to find you and I'm going to fuck you up. If you think that your bills now disappearing is not going to reappear later, you're an idiot. You never should have gone to school to begin with. They're just going to fucking raise your taxes elsewhere. It's just going to expand anywhere. You can't just make money disappear.
Go up here. Yeah.
It is going to reappear elsewhere, whether it be through property tax, sales tax, gas tax, fucking tax. You guys are dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
You guys are killing me.
It-
I have
it-
really fucking well-educated friends of mine.
Disappears here and then reappears right here.
You guys are so fucking stupid. Why do you think everything's so expensive right now? It's because everyone was given checks during fucking COVID, relief checks. It's get butt fucked in the butt checks now. You are getting screwed over. It's crazy. I
It's
cannot
coming
believe
back
this.
as a different name.
I
Yeah.
have some of the most supposedly educated friends of mine, people that spend a ton of time at really high-end universities wanting their student debt forgiven. I'm like, what? What do you think's happening? And for people like us, like myself, who didn't go to university, I don't want to pay for your bullshit. You shouldn't have got such a dog shit degree and been so poor right now. Go get a fucking real degree and go make some cash.
I think what the school system is missing out on is like really promoting like pipe fitters and welders and going through the realm of like, you don't have to go to a 4-year degree. You can do, my cousin is doing this. He 2-year degree, and he's working construction and forklift operator or whatever, truck driver. You pull down 125, 100K a year in 2 years, and you're
Sweet
aren't
cash.
in crazy debt, and you could absolutely have that. It's not 4-year degree or bust. It's, hey, a welder is a great job, and I don't have to go 4 years. I could go on a 6-month apprenticeship and be making 100K a year.
Dude, the trucking industry is a fucking super stable spot to be. I mean, they're going to try to put in like, I was watching this thing the other day. There's 10 million truck drivers in the United States right now. It's the most popular job for people without
College degree?
degrees.
Yeah.
And, if you took that away and gave it to like robots, made like robots running the trucking industry, it would fucking totally destabilize the United States. So if you want to get a job and you don't want to get a fucking crazy degree, go drive around trucks. Like there's this one guy that I'm friends with, and I go see him at the Antler Grill. And he's a truck driver around the area. And I see him, he's always there just being a high roller. Like he runs his route, gets paid well, and then he comes and balls out at the bar. Like, dude's living good. Really good. And
a lot of those are like, I see the advertisements, whether it's true or not, they're like, do your route and be home every night. It's like there are companies to where they send you around the area, you drive 6 hours, but you could be home and you're chilling at your house in the evening and still making a great living. It's not, hey, every day on the road trying to rest at trucker stops and be on the road for 30 days.
Here's a better idea. You graduate high school, you get one of these trucking licenses, you drive for about 2 to 4 years. All of the money that you are going to spend on your university, you save it. You buy books on tape like I do on subjects you want to be informed on. As you're driving, you just look to these books on tape. You get more educated for far less money than anybody else that you know. You make way more money. You have way more freedom. You get to understand the way the world works because you're actually in the workforce and you're getting to meet people and work alongside them. Before you even hit the age of 25, you're far better educated. You're far more wealthy. You'd be surprised like how many dudes I know that I'm meeting at like the age of 25 that come out of university that are worthless. Like they're worthless to me as a business owner because you have no experience, and then you immediately assume that I'm supposed to pay you this like super premium standard for your
I have this
time.
degree. Okay,
Yeah.
where's the real life experience?
I want
Well, that's what I'm
75 to
trying to
90K a year. For what?
Yeah.
Like, as far as I can tell, you went to class a couple hours a day and then you drank and smoked weeds with the rest of your friends. You don't know how to do shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we've gone on a tangent, but like I feel bad, man. Like when I have my family, I'm not going to try to get them to go to college at all. Like my family is so forcing me to go to college. Now my dad was like, yeah, that was a really good idea. Back in the day, my dad used to try to put screws to me.
For going to school.
Yeah.
I mean, just looking at everything that's going to media, investing instead of $26K a year investing in learning Photoshop or like what Alex does, like Premiere Pro, like learning video editing design, Adobe Illustrator, like shit like that.
Dude,
Canva.
Pepperdine's like 40 to 60K a semester.
Mm.
Dude, what are you going to do with that education? Like, oh, you went to Pepperdine? You mean you lived in Malibu and didn't have to do anything hard in your life? Oh, but I'm educated. In what? In what? Some kind of weird bullshit social studies degree? Like, I don't need that.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly, Juan.
dude, I would give built truck drivers free pre-workout all the time. They got that tingles or just white knuckling that steering wheel. Dude, by the way, this morning, so you know I always like to post about my sunrises.
Yes.
This morning, it
And
was like
you're
one of
on the
those.
people in Ohio every day. You don't
Fuck
get
'em.
this kind of view in Ohio. What's
Yeah.
your beef with Ohio?
I just fucking hate Ohio because half the speeding tickets I've got, which is not a ton, have been in Ohio. The I-80 can suck it. The whole state, because of the I-80, can suck it. Because I've had to drive across country many times. My family, I'm from Connecticut and New York, and my dad's side of the family's in Detroit. We would make these routes, and then also if you're trying to drive across the country from Connecticut and New York, you usually go across the I-80.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking shit state. I never even liked your teams that much. I don't know what they provide. Sorry, tangent. But that sunrise out there is amazing. But I would say we had like a 1 in 5, 1 in 10 sunrise out there, like 1 in 100. Like you're only going to get 3 to 5 of those good sunrises a year. I had to sit down. I had to sit down on my chair because I thought I was having like an acid trip. I was like, this is so pretty.
Oh, when you're in Malibu?
Right out the back door this morning.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I don't know what's
It's
going
beautiful
on.
sunrise when there's no clouds and everything when you do those videos. What were you with Represent over the weekend or maybe last week? Were you guys doing like morning yoga out on that patio?
No, we were doing Murph training.
Oh,
we had our pads out there and we were just doing push-ups, hard sets of push-ups. I'm now into the set where I'm hitting 5 sets of 70 squats and 10 sets of 23 push-ups in a row. It kills you. I am so tight.
This is good. My resting heart rate is about 54, 52.
When I wake up in the morning, mine's 29 to 36.
No shit.
Mm-hmm. All the blood goes down below my belt line. My heart's like, please, mercy, sir.
Give us some blood back.
Dude, those guys are fit. That crew right there,
Represent crew?
George and Ross, these two guys, they're just badasses. I mean, part of me wonders if I had not focused on athletics, how well I would have done in business if I had focused on that from the start. Because these guys, they started like around the age I got obsessed with sport. They got obsessed with business, and they are super successful.
Yeah.
But I think
well, you walk around the UK and everyone's got the branded black shirt with the Represent 24/7 logo on the lapel.
Yeah, I mean they're absolutely killing it. Super cool guys, super down to earth. You know those people that like just they're doing well and they cannot stop barking about how successful they are. Like, I have my Lamborghini. I have this. Like those people on the internet, you would never know.
Feel like those are the Represent guys.
You'd never know. You'd never know. Like they got cool swag. They pulled up in a Rolls Royce. Like that's pretty evident. But if you didn't know that they pulled up in a Rolls Royce, you'd never know that these guys like
Down to earth.
They're really, really cool. We're supposed to start riding tomorrow at 5 a.m. I'm taking them on like a 3 to 4 hour bike ride through the mountains. I want to see if they got the guts to do it. Yeah. Check this out. No big deal. It's a Represent Tiger. Yeah. Don't be jealous.
Is that the tiger from
Crouching Tiger, Little Hidden Dragon?
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or The Hangover? They probably modeled that picture after The Hangover tiger with Tyson.
I thought about making a porno called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Penis.
Okay.
Never really stuck, but just saying.
And you have a porn director name that you went by based upon going out for Halloween. It was like an alter ego.
Pimsley.
Yes.
Ross Pimsley. I got 7 Kangaroo Creativity Awards for being the best in the porn industry down there, down under. And let me tell you, when I
those porn awards,
I was invited to one. Now I've got the in whenever I want to go. I'm just so worried that if I went to one of those things that I would immediately kind of just assimilate into the industry. Like
They'd
we
be like,
know,
he's got a chiseled jawline. We need to get this guy a contract ASAP.
they're like Johnny Sins, get out the way. We got a new star. We got a new star. It's really interesting how the industry has changed. Like porn stars used to be kind of like this taboo thing, but if you
Mhm.
look at the metrics of the amount of porn that's watched versus the amount of movies that are watched, these people are seen more than any other people on the planet. Like
Yeah.
by like a gross number. It's crazy.
What's
And
also crazy is, there's ample number of women that have been named in the porn industry, but then there's still only a select few. Like, what's a guy's name? You can only probably think about 5 or 6. The
Ron
James
Jeremy,
Dean,
Johnny
Ron
Sins,
Jeremy, yeah,
Peter North,
yeah,
legends. But you got to figure like these people, they're not just that naked person on camera. Like they're a person. They're attached to a personality, and now all these personalities are starting to come out because podcasting and social media is becoming such a thing. They're becoming stars, like humongously successful stars. And I mean, it was
and
bound
then
to
the
happen.
industry right now, you got OnlyFans. Start your own business. Feet finder.
Crazy, dude. Crazy. The industry is, I don't know. I don't know. We were literally just talking about forgiving student debt, and then the other day I had these people come over and set up. They came over and like donated some equipment to the gym,
Mhm.
and they're like, "Yeah, we're going to such and such place after this." And she's a 21-year-old girl with one of those channels, and she owns
Oh,
like her own crazy house in LA. And I was just like, "Damn it,
wow.
damn it!" It's like we're working so hard to grow the supplement company and our training company. And I was like, I could honestly just take off my clothes and be like, Ryan, we're shutting down all of the
We're
businesses.
starting an OnlyFans.
We're starting OnlyFans. We would be so much more successful. It's embarrassing. Like the amount of time we put into these podcasts, everything. If I just took my pants off, we'd be billionaires.
And the best part of that would be, like, Alex would still be on media team, and instead of
Mhm.
editing workout videos, he'd be editing, you know,
Like,
content for
listen,
that.
boy,
We're
the
about to get
job,
real close.
the job is still on. The job is still on. I want to get to know. I want to get to know. Oh, look at this. This guy said that we could have a channel called Only Builder.
Only builder. Mm,
That'd be definitely a sick channel. I just mix up my morning drink with a little bit of something stiffer than a spoon.
mhm.
I do want to know about what's going on with you and Ryan. I'm sorry, you and Alex. Like, I want to get an
Mm.
update because I know you guys are both like training hard, but I have no fucking clue what's going on with Alex. And you give me like more detailed updates, but there's $1,000 on the line.
I know. I kinda screwed up in training, not, like, overate that aspect, but, while reading the workout for the day, I read it as 4 rounds of 75-meter sandbag lunges. It was 1 round, and my legs feel like, this was last week, last Thursday, me and my doubles partner Craig did this, and it was 1 round of 75-meter lunges. I did 4, and I couldn't walk yesterday. And he's like, "Dude, you gotta get moving." Like, I missed out on my 13-mile run because of it, and I was struggling walking down the stairs, walking into the grocery store. But other than that, right off the top, I mean, I could pull up the results, but I went in and got a body scan recently, going from the start of September when we put this on to now today. I went from 16, where did I put it? 16% body fat to now I'm down to 13.1.
That's a major difference.
Oh,
Like
here it is.
3% body fat is very visually different. I gotta pee. You know, I always do this. I'll be right back.
I can pull it up. P breaks are sponsored by Builder Sports. Come in, drink your 16 ounces, get your day going. Yeah, okay, I got the results right here. Alex, I've given him the power to log in. Not sure what he's doing. I don't know. Oh, we just lost a viewer. Ryan's boring to talk to. We need the sexy boss back. There he is.
All right. I had to drain the snake. Okay, let's talk about some stuff here. Like,
all right, I got stats for you. Starting off at, I forget what the start date was, but let's say it was the start of September 6th, 4th, whatever. I was 178. We're down to 171.
okay, so
I won't give you any picture physically changes yet. Well, I don't want to put those out, but
no, don't shock the community.
When I'm putting up like this, striations are coming in, man. It's only a matter of time. We've tweaked the diet, had different veggies now, but we went from 178 to 171. Body fat percentage was 16.9. We're down to 13.9. Muscle mass, in one calculation, it said I've gained 2 pounds of muscle, which would make sense. Metabolic age is 18 years old.
What?
I started at metabolic age of 26, so based upon height, weight, and what these percentages are. Yeah.
I've got the libido of an 18-year-old right now. It's crazy. I don't know what to do with myself. It's unhealthy.
What is this? Bone mass 7.2 pounds.
Well, it's calculating. It's assuming that based on that DEXA scan that you have 7.2 pounds of bone inside your body.
Visceral fat 4.5. It was 5.5. Now it's 4.5.
Oh,
I'd like to see. I hope Alex goes to. I get my scans at is like a food nutrition place.
Alex is definitely not going to do that. So we got this guy in here, Gordon Patty. He said, "What brand of sandbag?" In my opinion, I think Brute Force is the best. That's why we use them at Battle Bunker and everything like that. But I've had one Brute Force sandbag from 2017, and it will not die.
I bought one of those Spartan Rams, so I was using the 44 and 22 pound Spartan Rams. Those are great.
Well, it's not a sandbag; that's a ram.
I know. So I should have said ram lunges. But sandbag, I bought. I don't know the brand. I forget the brand name, but my sister got it for me for my birthday. I filled that bad boy up. We were throwing 100-pound sandbags. I might say quite easy. And then Alex showed a video of him putting up 250, and old boy is struggling a little bit.
Well, bet. Dude, you know what's confusing is we got all these European flans. I'm assuming Jan Clark is European because he's saying stuff right now. He goes, "So do I, but I injected my test." Is he talking about testosterone? Or is he just
like test? Like no, in that steroid, like I'm taking 2 cycles of test.
Jan, are you a doper? Tell us the truth.
Are you natty or not on one?
Dude, I want to bring something up which is perplexing to me. So we now have 3 media people working for the company. Like it's crazy the amount of people that are working on our media. And we also have someone running ads for us. So I guess that would be technically like 4. Our content, I would say, has noticeably become much better. We've had like a rebranding with Builder, like all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Our sales for everything is bigger than it's ever been. It's just like always just keeps on going up. But for some reason, the more professional my content gets, I've watched a drop off in the level of like engagement that we get. And I don't know why.
It's like comments on the videos that are posted.
Comments, likes, like, just like you can look at the reels and see how many people it's reached. So there's that. I don't fucking get it. Like, I don't know. We've leveled up and it's done the really valuable thing, which is increase our business. But as far as engagement, which I consider another metric of business, it's not doing as well. Then I have a secondary channel called Safari Bob, which I just put out there every once in a while if I see an animal. Safari Bob is already massively bigger than all of my other channels in success, and I don't fucking get it. Yeah, man. I have 2 videos in like the high hundreds of thousands. Like this next video will probably break 1 million views.
Right? For the scorpion?
Yeah, and I just am on the side of the road touching a spider. And then all of a sudden I have 3 people filming me with a camera like winning a world title, and everyone's like, "Shut up, Hunter. This is boring." They're like, "Go touch spiders in the woods again."
What was the one you had a leather glove on and you said it was the most dangerous? Was it a scorpion or a centipede?
Oh yeah. I mean the centipedes here are fucking terrifying.
And it's it has like poisonous.
Oh yeah.
Something poisonous?
Oh yeah. It's fucking crazy.
I don't know what's going on with the sound. Normally I can roll through the sound. I have all my speakers set up for it to roll through. I don't know what's going on today.
But
This
that
guy?
one on the left, yeah, look, 17,000 likes. Like, what the fuck?
What do we have here, little polka pie?
Can you hear it?
Come on up
Yeah.
on my hand. Come to daddy. Come give daddy a little dance. Yeah,
And you're
come on
not
up
scared
here.
that
Come
tarantula
on
is
up
going
here,
to bite
friend.
you?
The fuck, man?
I don't know. I mean,
Climb
I
on my
guess
hand for
it
2 seconds.
would suck if it happened.
Oh, fuck you too.
Yeah.
I was running on the side of the road and I saw a dead snake, and I saw it on the way out, and I was like, "Oh, it's dead." Way back, I was jumping back and forth between the road and dodging traffic, and I forgot
It's
about
not
that
good.
snake. And I took an extra couple jumps. Actually, I made the mistake. I was working grounds crew at a golf course for one of my internships, and I told the guys that I was afraid of snakes. Next day, I'm out, puddling around, like fixing a sand trap. I come back and they laid a snake out on my seat of my golf cart getting ready, and I bolted. Now they chopped it was dead. But they definitely got me good. And it's just like things like that. It just gives me the creeps, and I fucking bolt.
I don't have any of that in my system.
Mm.
Yeah, look at this. Safari Bob down here, 50K. So I don't know what in the world to do. Like, should I start TikTok dances? Is that how you become successful?
This would be the channel to take to TikTok.
I don't want to get bit by this big old spider. Ah, Jesus Christ! What the fuck was that?
He's playing
Like
dead.
in the comments, like there's people with comments inside of here that have 11,000 likes.
It
Doesn't
just
make any
wants belly
sense.
rubs. 8,400.
You got to be careful with getting too professional. You don't want to lose your rawness. That's why Saban versus the Buttery Bros. Yeah, the issue is, Wad Zombie, is like there's a level of professionalism that does attract customers, and we've recognized that. Like, there's a difference between like being a person and being a brand.
Mhm.
And like Hunter McIntyre as a person is a fascinating creature, but as a brand, like spending money on what I'm producing rather than like all the other companies, like I'll admit, Athletic Greens is not raw. They are probably worth several $1 billion.
They're very professional.
Yeah. And like you look at Nick Bear's company, like these people are doing tremendously well. My Protein, there's nothing raw about them. You don't even know who the CEOs of the company are. Nick Bear's company, you don't know who's working for them at all. You've no clue what you're investing in. Like we're very transparent about what we're doing with our business, what we're developing, who we're trying to reach, our messaging behind it, the process. That's as raw as we can be. But then from a professional standpoint, yeah, man, like you have to have like a step up. And we've noticed like every time we step up, sales just pew. So like I want to be raw, like, but it just don't pay the bills, baby. HYROX content has exploded though. Good and badly shot content, so probably algorithms. I don't know. HYROX content has not exploded. If you go to their YouTube channel, like their like highlights of the championship races have under 1,000 views, and that's the sad thing. Like I think they need to invest more into it. Simon Devadian. I think your content can be more specific and topic. I don't mind some rambling, but I think other specific content, their public is very fickle. The public is very fickle.
So they're going to your page because they know Safari Bob is touching, picking up animals. You never know what you're going to get on the Hunter McIntyre channel.
Yeah,
So
we have a media.
They're just looking for more specific. I don't know.
We have a media conversation with the team after this where we have to like basically cleanse our YouTube. Like Alex's past 2 videos on YouTube, as much as I love Alex, have been about a dog that they found on the mountain and then them hang gliding. And I was like, yo,
I
that
came to
ain't
the
it.
channel to watch the hang glide, and I was looking for your banter on there. I was like, "Where's Hunter?"
Yeah, and I get that. I get that. And like we're always testing. I mean, we're still at such an infancy stage of company where you can just like kind of mess around. Eventually it will be so big. There will be like people in the media department that I don't even talk to anymore that are like they make the decisions. And I don't really ever want to get to that size, but eventually I don't know what the fuck will happen.
I think that was the hang gliding spot that we were supposed to go. I think when I was there, but like there was never really a windy day to pick up and go.
Yeah. So this guy right here, Wad Zombie, said some guy made creatine gummies and sold a ton of them. Well, there's two things I have to say about this. I would watch out what you watch on the internet. There's about 5 dudes on the internet that work for 10,000, that new ketones company, this new creatine gummies. They will literally take any deal that you give them $1 for. And you watch, like 3 months later, they will be working with another brand directly competing with that. And then 3 months later, they'll be working with another brand. Like there's just a couple guys on the internet when they get involved in something, I put no weight into what they're doing. Creatine, if it actually has the creatine inside the gummies, like yeah, creatine is very valuable. The fact that it's gummies just proves that people are children; they want to eat candy.
There, there's this guy on the internet. He exposes fitness influencers
Love that.
that they have these booty body program or weight loss with Janine, and then he exposes them. He's like, "Oh, you're promoting this weight loss program, but here is a picture where your waist you cut it in." So one of those was he did a video on this guy that came out with a new supplement. I forget the brand. It's irrelevant, but. 3 months ago, he was just shitting on the brand, saying, F this brand is shit. 3 months later, 6 months later, he has his own version with that brand standing in the warehouse saying, oh my God, buy this brand. This is amazing. So it's like, it's just being fed by the almighty dollar of, oh, they gave him a deal. So now this company's good. Uh-oh, Hunter froze.
No, I'm just reading this guy, Tom. Yeah, dude, like it's interesting. And that guy is really good. I like how he takes people down and kind of like chops them up, and it should be exposed. Like you have to understand that these people are influencers. Like everything they do is tied to $1.
Yeah.
And you got to just be careful what you read on the internet. Like I don't know. I hate to hate because I've done a lot of that work myself, and I can't say that I'm more
you've done the
authentic
work,
than them.
but not photoshopped your body to get the biceps and the abs that you have.
Yeah, yeah. They're all people just trying to hustle, I guess. So Tom Francis says that people don't want to see the elites or good athletes succeed on the HYROX live stream. They want golden tips on how to perform better in 30 seconds. It's like watching an after movie just to see yourself. I don't know what you're talking about, dude, but it is a sport, Tom. Like if you want to watch and show up and watch people compete, you're watching pros compete. Like if you want tips and tricks, then you should go to Tips and Tricks channel.
Yeah,
Like
the reason I went to Manchester was to watch the elites race on Friday. I mean, it was fun to see my friend, George and can't think of his name.
Kyle?
Sweet Kyle. Yeah, race
Sweet
and
Kyle.
everything. Yeah, I wanted to see them, but like the reason you're going to Worlds is to watch the elites race.
Yeah, that'd be stupid. That'd be like watching like the football channel and just wanting to figure out and have people teach you how to toss a ball. Like
Or watching the UFC fight for the undercard event and not the main event.
Yeah, we're there for the pros. Shut your mouth, Tom. Acting like you know what you're talking about just because you have a YouTube channel. As far as pre-power, yeah, you got to take it every single day. Like I would replace it on your rest days. If you're having a rest day and you don't want to take it because the caffeine in there, like the only other thing that I would suggest is you just get beta-alanine raw and take it. But pre-power is designed with the right amount of caffeine and the right dosing per serving to give you guys the stimulus that's necessary to go and train hard. Like that's what it's really designed for. It's not like a pick me up or any of this kind of stuff. It's like a clean product designed for like, hybrid style training. And I will take it even on my rest day. Like I'll wake up in the morning and I'll take that stuff if I'm not drinking a cup of coffee, especially, and I'll just kind of drink it and I'll go for a walk and just let my body kind of cycle through it a little bit. But you need to load beta-alanine every day.
I went to GNC just to take a look at, okay, here's their pre-workout. Here's this major companies. There is so much stuff in that.
Yeah,
Just,
man, that's what people
I
don't
love
get.
how pure just we have the 2 products, or 2 ingredients, but then, the total grams amount per each ingredient, and that's it. And I think that is being overlooked by you look at all these brands, there's so much shit. It's like, what is this stuff? What am I feeding myself?
Well, the thing that I think people don't get is it's like the difference between bodybuilding style training and an Ironman style training, and then having something in between that's really designed for the person who is doing strength intensity and also holding high heart rate for long times. You
Mhm.
can't take this bodybuilding product that's meant to be a stimulant for somebody who's just doing very low reps, low sets, low heart rate. And the same exact product's not going to work as well over here for the Ironman person. So you get simple ingredients that have the most effective results for that style of training. Like if you're going to go out and you took a really, really hardcore bodybuilder stimulant and did those 75-meter lunges like Ryan did, it's going to fuck you up. It really is. Like, and the reason why I created these things is not only because of the studies that I took, but through over a decade. Like I'm about 15 to 17 years in of taking supplements, trying to have the best results possible. And I've got more probably field science than anybody in the game. There's some good people out there for sure, so I'm not trying to diminish them, but I'm up there. Mixing free and strength is my jam. Thanks, Simon. My butt cheeks have never been stronger than they are now with Strength X2. Thank you, Caleb. Let's be honest. Your ass looks amazing. It was kind of soft before, and if it wasn't for Strength X2, you'd have a pancake ass. I want to cover a couple more notes before we get the heck out of here. Battle Bunker coming up, guys. It's going to be major. There was also this championship this weekend. Like, not a championship,
Yeah.
is probably the wrong word. There was an event this weekend put on by Alpha Warrior,
It's a
and
poll there.
our girl Carly Wopat was there, and she competed, and she
whooped?
destroyed everybody. She ended up losing because of some kind of bullshit at the end. I think it was a poorly designed event, and I'm probably going to get shit for saying that because Carly was beating everybody by so much that it didn't allow her to succeed, which she should have had the opportunity to. And Cole Daddy was there. Cole Daddy, I think, took second or third. So Cole Daddy's in a good spot.
Both builder sports athletes.
Yep. Dude, I'm just saying, builder sports athletes are crushing it, but they're coming to Battle Bunker. Jacoby ended up taking third.
Really?
So Warpath was just like eating people alive. When she got to an obstacle, she just, instead of climbing over it, she just ate it. And I think Warpath is going to fuck people up at Battle Bunker. I'm so excited to watch. I'm basically going to sit behind a cage because I'm too nervous that if she turns on us, she turns on the crowd, that she could
Might hit you with the look. Boom.
Yeah, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. Warpath. Yeah, dude, she is going to fuck people up. Other than that, what I wanted to talk about. Yes, we had somebody ask up earlier, but Strength X2 is already here in the United States. Pre is coming in for Black Friday, and we're also developing our next product because by Black Friday, dude, we will literally clean out. We have such good deals on our products. We will clean out like our entire store, and hopefully the other round is going to come in afterwards, so we don't have to like put like sold out. And hopefully we'll have that fourth product arriving at the same time so you guys can get yourself some Christmas gifts for yourself and loved ones.
Speaking of pre, Alex and Brian have just put through, I think we're there, the final draft. I was going to send it to you, but the final draft of the pre-power label.
Oh.
So then we're going to get it to the label company. The label company will come back, and then we'll approve it, and then we'll get it designed, and then production starts October 18th.
Oof. Martin Luftis said, what supplements would you suggest for a runner at 66 years old? Well, I think creatine is probably the most important thing you can take, dude, especially the creatine mixed with citrulline, because muscle mass, like eventually you can even go back to one of our interviews with the Iron Cowboy. He says how important for those long distance races. He says it's a strength endurance event. So you want to stay strong. You don't want to break down your muscles. Like you want to stay strong for those longer events. So I think a product like Strength X2 is critical. Even if you don't like our company, go get it from elsewhere. I would make sure that you're taking a ton of electrolytes, ton of minerals, because you're going to be constantly dehydrated. And that's the thing that's going to take you out is poor hydration. Not like you have enough fat on your body for sure to get through this thing. Beta alanine is not as important because it's not a lactic acid type workout where you're producing a ton of lactic acid. I also think it's really important to have like the right minerals before you go to bedtime, but hydration and creatine and citrulline would be the moves. I would get strong enough beforehand so that you don't break down during the event. BCAAs being inside of your fluids, because if you ever train with somebody who's doing a lot of volume and you can smell ammonia coming out of them, that's your body breaking down proteins. That's not good. You do not want to break down the muscle mass that is helping you get through and succeed in events. So put BCAAs in all of your hydration products. I think it's super critical. We've been sending, Ryan and I have been going back and forth. He's buying us jerseys. I approved the buy on those jerseys, by the way. And I sent him links to other things. So we're going to have very limited batch stuff. Dylan is going to come out and live with us for a while, and he made some swag for us later. We're going to give him some opportunities to maybe help us out with that. Maybe we're just going to lock him in the drug room and he stays in there forever.
He's going to cook like Walter White, but
yeah,
merch.
We have a lot of 60-something-year-old fans. Same supplements, but for 67-year-old for
1 year later for 101. Yeah, one.
I think he's just bullshitting. Which HYROX record would be the most difficult to achieve this year and why? Well, always individual, because I just got to beat myself.
Hey, can I ask you a question? I see men's open. I see pro. I see doubles. What is relay? Relay is a 4-person team.
4-person. You section it up.
Okay.
Yeah. You section it up. Like I do the row and ski erg section. You run and then do the row and then go to the section next. It's not that complicated. Dude, I'm really excited about the battle between Marshall and Caleb. Because there is a head-to-head section of our event where you guys are going to have to go basically beat the fuck out of each other. And I'm hoping that you guys really go head-to-head. Because I will be there with a bag of popcorn.
The names are in a bucket and you draw out, or are they pre-selected head-to-heads?
No. It's designed. It's all bracket-based. It's the only way to really make things fair. Because like that Alpha Warrior thing that they did like a drawing from the hat, and it's randomized, but it randomly ended up being that the winning team had way, way, way better athletes. So if you want to achieve, you have to succeed in the events beforehand to get the best seeding.
Gordon Patty, let me address this. Was this for Builder subscription in Builder International or US? And then please send me an email, info@huntermcintyre.com, so I could take a look at what you're looking at.
Yeah. What do I think about Jake Drayden doing 11 HYROXs back-to-back in London? I don't know. I mean, I think that's cool, but that's fucking
11.
I don't want anything to do with that. Thoughts on HMB for men over 40? What's HMB, Gordon Patty?
Hormone? No.
Hormone busters? Big dick pills?
Gas station?
Aaron, I run like 520 to 530. Marshall better pray every single god he has that he doesn't get put against me. Oh God, this is gonna be so beefy, dude. So after this, last week, by the way, I got in about 46 miles of running. I got in 46 miles of running. I went up to Seattle. I did this fucking max effort workout on Saturday. It just completely wrecked my body. So I'm going to hang up on you guys, and I'm going to immediately go out, do a 6-miler, 7-miler, come back here, media event. We're getting ready to go help Dave do a 100-miler this weekend, and then we're going to do a second run in the afternoon with all the athletes coming up to my house for a pool party for the Builder Run Club. That's right, guys. I'm hosting a pool party this Saturday. Don't be bitches.
Dang.
Yeah, I know. You're jealous.
Is the water going to be freezing, though?
No, it's going to be perfect, dude. It's Southern California. I don't understand why you're still in Indiana when you could be living in California crushing it with us.
Alex hits me with that every day. I don't know.
We're trying to build a fucking empire. You can buy Indiana when we're done. That's what I think. I tell my parents all the time, they're like, why aren't you coming home? Because I'm like, I have to do this here now so that I can do that there later. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, built
I'm
it.
such a big believer in that. And everyone's just like, oh, I want to be near my family. I'm like, well, don't you want to be near your family in the context and the way that you want to? Like,
There
it's
he
my
is.
goal in 2025 to buy a beach house for my mother and one that I can visit all the time for the summer of 2025. Like my mom will be on the freaking sand 2025. And all that shit that she bitched at me about for being gone for 10 years, I'm like, yeah, but now you have your beach house.
Mhm.
Nothing to complain about. You can have cocktails, watch the sunset. Come to California, dude. We have shit to do.
Alex is certain apps aren't. Yeah, I was trying to download some apps for my video editing thing
And
between
they
me and
won't
Alex.
allow
And
it in Indiana?
it's yeah, one of the apps that I downloaded that Wad Zombie suggested said I got in, I bought the monthly fee of like $5.99, and it says apps not available in your area.
Is that because you guys believe the earth is flat or something?
I don't know what I don't know what type of app it was.
Do you guys still believe that babies come from storks?
Yes, hand deliver or beak delivered to your doorstep.
All right. I like the flat earth
US.
community.
Okay. All right, Gordon. Send me an email, info@huntermcintyre. I can check. I haven't had any other messages that signing up for subscription has been down.
Dude,
And oh, by the way, we are only doing subscription right now for Hydro. So if you were trying to do subscription for X2 and only or bundle for monthly subscription, that is not an option right now.
yeah, we have to set all that shit up. It's actually a lot of work. You know what? I need to get the next thing, like the next big paycheck that I get. I think I'm going to have like a page. I'm going to use that word because if I use other terms, I'd probably get in trouble. But it's
Okay.
just it's like a young wee lad to do all my tasks.
Okay.
Like young wee lad set up the app thing. And if we had a young wee lad here while we were all working, dude, he could go out and get us lunches. He could go out and dig holes for us in the backyard to try to trap these bobcats that killed my cat. Like we
Oh,
need a young wee lad on the team. I'm just saying, if you guys are on the internet and you want that job, Jake the Snake was kind of like that for our training camp leading up to Dubai.
okay.
I'm putting that energy out there, guys. You can live in the cabins. That's kind of what Dylan's gonna do.
Yeah.
But Dylan's not a young wee lad. He was a police officer. So if he and I get in some kind of dispute, like he has pistol training. Can't have that. Can't have that
I
at
think
all.
that only works for you have to be registered with like the state. Like California law doesn't overlap with Indiana law.
Pay you $100K and I'm there. That's not a
Mm.
young wee lad
That's
salary, dude. A
no.
young wee lad doesn't understand what money is. He's just so excited about the opportunity to live. Okay? Simon, you're out of line with that comment because what you're doing right now is you're manipulating the potential young wee lads and assuming that this job is about money. It's about opportunity, Simon. Gosh. BXM
I don't know.
it's a monohydrate calcium salt conjugate base calcium. What the fuck are you talking about, Gordon Patty? Yes. I don't know what that is, Gordon. All right, guys, we have been here for an hour. We've been cruising, and I know this is like not like one of those. If you were listening from home, this podcast will probably not make any sense to you, but we've had a fucking great time.
It's been amazing.
I love the update shows because we can just talk through stuff and have the blast. Now I have to just go man up and I have to go run through the mountains for an hour, which I don't want to do.
I do need your help for scheduling with one of the other people that we're trying to coordinate with overseas to be in a call.
God fucking damn it. Well, I have to get this
Today,
done.
not today. It'll be Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay. I don't want to be doing this right now. All right, guys. It's been a blast hanging out with you guys. Thanks so much for everybody being active in the comments. We love hanging out. It's supposed to help retain muscle through heavy exercise and fatigue. Gordon, I'm just going to let you know right now the likelihood of that being true is thin to zero. I'm just going to say if there's anything out there that is really, really making a difference in performance, I'm taking it. And if I haven't heard about it, then it doesn't work. Because I want to win and I just wouldn't waste my time. There's stuff right now that I don't sell that I use often, but if it was like really that big of a benefit, I would know about it. And there's so many people that have opinions, and there's so many people that have opinions about what works for them and stuff. I think the best thing you can do if you really care about performance, not health, just performance, go and study what the best people in the world are doing. And if the article is attached to a company that's selling a product, it's probably not that true. Just saying. Okay? I mean, the body works only in so many different ways to produce energy. There isn't new versions of chemicals that are happening inside of the body that don't already happen inside of the body that can enhance your performance. Like the reason why people take steroids is because it's a occurrence that's already happening in the body and they're enhancing it. Okay. EPO is another one of these things. It's just helping create more red blood cells to create more oxygen. Unless those things are actually happening and occurring in the body already, it means that you and your new magic product is bullshit and you're being sold a myth. And that's okay. Yeah, are up there in good nutrition and supplements. Yes, but dude, I'm just going to let you know, Tom, right now, I just found out that one of my friends is an investor in this company, so I'm not going to name it. I just watched a big article coming out about how Tour de France athletes were using X supplements. It's because those Tour de France athletes are getting paid by X supplement company and they're not really using that product. Like their performances have not substantially grown at all year after year, all that kind of stuff. You can find out what these guys are doing pretty quickly if you just want to get into like scientific journals and like dig a little bit deeper. But I don't think the HMB thing is I don't think it's a plausible thing. Otherwise, because I'm just calling people who have science degrees all the time and chatting with them about this stuff. I'm like, what next? What next? And if they haven't mentioned it, then it ain't fucking worth it. Gordon, Patty, best of luck. Everyone who's listened, best of luck. Guys, if you want to get involved in what we're doing, what we have coming up next is Battle Bunker. I will see you in Birmingham. I'm racing doubles. Beyond that, guys, Builder Sports. I know we've been telling you guys not to trust people. Want to get involved in what we're doing? Oh, Alex is here?
Hey, buddy.
I have shit to do. Yo, you got to shut off the show because we can hear the loop.
My bad.
Yeah. We literally had shit to do, but now that you've showed up, I'm going to go piss and I'm going to come talk shit for 10 minutes.
Good.
Hi, buddy.
Dude, you're not allowed to wear that tier shirt. We work for Represent, you piece of shit.
What's up, Ryan?
How you doing, man? Those
Pretty
locks
good.
are flowing nice. Is that wake up hair?
Yeah, I just woke up like this.
I woke up like this.
Dude,
Do you have a total blackout curtains in your room? Or are you living in a cave?
I wish I lived in a cave. The walls are dark. They're painted dark.
Wow. It's
Using
got to help me sleep. I have curtains, but they definitely let the light through. But I've been in situations where I've like push pinned blankets to the walls to block out that light. I was asking Alex if he was living in a cave right now with those blackout curtains.
Alex, I'm not gonna lie, your hair looks very Fabio-esque.
That's what I said.
Are you in a hair commercial right now?
I just woke up like this.
I know, dude. Actually, I don't think you woke up like this. I feel like you didn't sleep at all last night and you've been at the casino.
That's
half the time I talk to Alex,
poker table.
I'm like, what have you been up to? He's like, oh, I didn't go to sleep, dude. I was just at the casino and then I got 1 hour of sleep in the parking lot behind your house. And I'm like, you sound a lot like a drug addict, but you're still getting work done, so I can't really be upset.
So speaking of no sleep, the other day I went to a beer festival, partied like 8 hours straight, couldn't drink anymore. And then I woke up at 5 a.m. and went skating on the beach for like 20 miles.
Where was the beer festival? Because I thought that it was in Crestline.
Corks and Hops, yeah.
But where the fuck did you go skate on a beach? It's nowhere near a beach.
Santa Monica.
You rode all the way to Santa Monica?
Yeah, there was a skate festival, so I just festival to festival. Didn't sleep much.
You sound a lot more like a drug addict now that you're mentioning all this stuff. This is great. So have you lost 100% body fat yet?
I lost 10 pounds, which I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm not like eating less. So 10 pounds went somewhere without trying very hard. Been doing a lot of push-ups and getting miles in. I did like 40 miles of mountain running last week, which is definitely a huge record for me.
Dude,
yeah.
I took a POOP when I got off the plane from Seattle. Like I immediately, I couldn't poop on the plane. I couldn't, I woke up, I couldn't go to the bathroom, couldn't do it on the plane, immediately got in the car with people. I didn't get to go to the bathroom until like 8 o'clock at night. I may or may not have lost 10 pounds in that moment in time.
Maybe that's
It was like, oh, you guys, have you seen the South Park episode where they're
Yes.
measuring shits and
and
Courics?
Katie Courics.
It's around 10 Courics. It felt like that. It felt like that. All right, there's so many important things I have to ask. Okay, Alex, what is your number one technique right now that you're employing to beat Ryan? Because I feel like you're an enigma. Like we don't know what's going on exactly. Is drinking beer increasing your metabolism?
Well, no, I've been drinking a little bit less beer. That's the only thing I've changed. Like day one,
Interesting.
I decided to drink a lot more water. That's something you talk about all the time. So I've amped up my water intake. But I just don't go to the gym. I don't get psyched about the gym. Like if you're at the gym, I can get excited and I can like keep up sometimes, but by myself, I just don't think I could get into it. So I just do more things in the mountain with like there's workout stations around the lake. If I ever see a bar, I'll just jump on it.
Why don't you just chop all that shitty wood at the house?
Yeah.
We have like 20 to 30,000 pounds of wood sitting there. You could just chop it.
Yeah, I should get the chainsaw going.
What's the temperature in Crestline now, by the way? Because I'm coming up in a couple days, and if it's not fire pit weather, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
65 right now. It's been really nice. It's been perfect. I was at the beach yesterday and it was better in the mountains. It was like all foggy and crappy on the beach, but yeah, Crestline's still like cool summer weather.
All right, let's see here. Let's go. Let's see what the nighttime is. Crestline, nighttime? Fuck, it's nighttime is 60 something degrees.
That's definitely fire pit weather.
What?
60?
No, I want like 40s.
Out, and right now, 55. It starts the day, and when it ends the day like that, that's definitely sweatshirt. And I get very cold very quickly, so I guess my level of degree of weather it might be a little bit higher than what you like.
This might be an important conversation to have right now. What do you think would be the best? Like we've got our Black Friday sales coming up and we're shooting all the content. So we've got all these characters and people, you're welcome to comment. We've got Chef Boyardee is our chef. We've got Thirst Trap. Obviously he's the most dangerous Bond villain in the entire world. We've got the Thirst Police, which is super over the top, overly sexual. It's like the grossest outfit I could find. And he gets really upset if you're thirsty. You're going to get a big ticket, a big fine. We obviously have the Pirate. We've got Treasure Slut. We've got new characters. We have Luchadors, Mexican wrestling championship, who loves hydrating. What are our other characters?
Safari Bob.
Safari Bob's never been a character for Builder, but I guess we could.
Maybe we could sign him for a deal.
No one's ever actually seen Safari Bob.
I do like I was talking about the profile picture you have for him with the unicorn.
That's Safari Bob. No one's seen him since that picture. Is there any other characters we're missing, Alex?
I don't know if you're doing Dog the Booty Hunter, but that's most of the characters. I was trying to watch Nacho Libre clips to like get inspired.
Yeah. We're filming this all this week. I think you got to come up here on Wednesday, and then we're going to film up there on Thursday, and then we've got Dave's 100.
Yeah. Dave, every time I run with him, he says, "Man, you could pace me." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? I just started doing this." Like we did 7.5 miles the other day, half mile incline, and I show up to run with Dave, and he doesn't tell me that it's a half mile incline. He's just like, "It's just a few miles. Let's go." I was sweating my ass off. It was fun.
That's everybody who's into running.
So would you say a majority of your fitness has been running up mountains where how you're losing this weight?
Well, I mean, at first, I actually was avoiding running for a while, and just doing more like push-ups. But
Alex
lately,
wanted to keep his curves.
I just enjoy running, so I just get out there and it's fun. I don't really think of it as like a strategy or a goal, just hitting miles. I mean, we have to run with Dave, so I have to be fast and be able to keep up. So, yeah, I just make sure that I'm doing hard work so that I'm sore. And if I stay sore and then I recover and then I get sore again, no matter how I do it, then I feel good. So that's my strategy.
Fuck. All right, guys, we got to address these
On my
questions.
hand all day.
Beat K2 Alex, dude. You guys, if I could turn my camera around, you guys would see all the post-it notes of people that I got to beat. Fuck, this is a bad sign. This guy just asked, can you buy your subs in the UK? Gazar, God damn it, yes, you can. I spent a lot of money on making sure you could buy them over there, so you better fucking buy those supplements. Do you guys wear any wearables when you run, like Garmin's and stuff?
Yeah, that's how I keep my pace.
You,
Natural.
Alex?
No.
You're natural. All natty, dude. I went natty too because my fucking Garmin broke. Like, I really want Garmin to like hear my podcast and fix my fucking watch because I love my Garmin. And now I'm gonna fit. I don't want to deal with it right now.
Austin works with Garmin, I think.
Austin has so many hookups with brands and he never helps us out. He's completely, I consider him to be an ally rather than a friend. He's like, yeah, if something really bad happened, he would show up. But as far as like really showing up, still on the fence about Austin.
Hey, speaking of that, how about Ice Barrel or a Puma shoe sent to your boy or a Represent hoodie?
Ask and you may receive.
All right.
Alex gets stuff all the time.
It's
like
the
that tier
10-time
shirt
ask window quota that I'm not doing for the reminder.
Yeah, dude, you know me. I've got such a bad ADD brain. You just have to put it into the schedule. What do you want? You want a Represent hoodie?
Yeah. Out of everything, a Represent hoodie.
Okay, then that's easy to do. Okay, what else do you need?
I mean, after the end of the season, a ski erg would be on the top 2 lists.
We'll just get you a ski erg.
Okay.
What about this? What about if you got a raise? Would you come to California?
Yeah, but the cost of living is like whatever it is, it's minus 30,000 for taxes and all that.
No, it's not.
No?
No, it's not. It's not nearly as bad as you think. You have to be smart about the way that you handle things. So like you would create yourself technically as like an LLC, and then I would pay your LLC, and then all of a sudden your rent would be a part of your business expense. Your car would be part of your business expense. You just have to restructure some things. And I know this sounds really fucked up, and if you guys are listening to this and you haven't figured this out yet, you can avoid having to really not avoid paying taxes, but encountering taxes traditionally just head on. There's ways to displace things so that you could really run your life better as a business and allow yourself to be more successful. In the long run, the tax man's still going to get more money because you're making more money. But to level up, there's some things that you can do. Yeah, I just didn't want the government to come after me by saying that stuff. But yeah, dude, California, Alex survives out here, even though his head's frozen.
I'm not frozen.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
Alex
shit.
lives in the cave, dude. There's no satellites that can get to him. All right, guys, I have to go fucking work out, and I'm not pumped about this, but I'm gonna get pumped anyways.
I got to go run 13 miles today. I was a bitch with my
right.
legs yesterday, so I got to do it.
Alex, do I see you at 8:30 or 9:30 or at 8:45?
9:30 for the media meeting.
Fuck ass titties. All right, bye. I'll see you guys. I gotta go.
Later, bro. It's just me. I'm live. I'm taking over.